What is up, YouTube? That's here, and today I'm super excited to bring you guys some 6v6 BDSP singles battles. We're playing some singles today, and we're going to be using a couple, standard mods. We got the Blissey Garchomp, but we're also mixing up with some Toxicor Breloom. We got some Infernape, we got some Espeon. We're not using the standard, Skarmory, Donphan stuff you're used to seeing me use. And we're going a little bit outside the comfort zone, using Magic Bounce Espeon to be able to counter Brelooms, counter Stealth Rock Setters, and all that good stuff. So hopefully you guys like this little new addition to the team. You guys can also let me know if you like, the question of the day, and that's glasses or no glasses. Normally I wear glasses to reduce blue light, glare on my eyes when I'm doing all these recordings. And I also have a haircut, so let me know what you think about the haircut. If you guys like it, let me know. Other than that, we're gonna hop right on into the games. Thank you guys so much for supporting singles content, not only here, but on YouTube as a whole platform and on Twitch and everything like that. Thank you so much to the singles community. And without further ado, let's hop right on into these games and see if we can get some wins with Magic Bounce Life Orb Espeon. Here we go. I must say I really like their team. I really like the fact that it's all weak to Blissey. Blissey has a super effective move on every one of those Pokemon. I just gotta play this a little bit smart. It's gonna probably be like a Defog Scizor. So if I were to lead Infernape to pin out the Magnezone and Jirachi, they'd probably want to go into the Gliscor. I'd get my Rock Step. They'd have to Defog on that turn. I can switch to Gyarados, get together a at least one Dragon Dance. And then if that's probably going to be enough to be okay, because we have EQ for Magnezone, so that's probably going to be fine. So we want to lead Infernape here, set rocks, force the Gliscor to be bad, and then go into our Gyarados and win the game. Sounds about right. Espeon's great at bouncing back rocks if we're really afraid of rocks from them as well. So I think Espeon's just great, late game. It's great for revenge. It's great against Breloom. Anytime they ever just bring out the Breloom, we just go right into the Espeon. It's usable versus Dragonite as well. So this should be a pretty cool game. This guys are absolutely amazing team. Really like their team a lot. So let's see if they want to lead with the Magnezone. They have 4 fire weaknesses. So right off the bat, this Infernape just cooks. I should probably just U-turn. I should probably just go for the U-turn, because I really feel Stealth Rocks would be sick here, but I really feel they're either going to go right into the Gliscor, or they're going to try and go for a Spore, a Sash Spore. And I'd like to go into my Espeon and Magic Bounce that back and then get a free Calm Mind out of it. So we'll U-turn out. This will break Sash if they're going to stay in. They can also be Scarfed. They're Scarfed. Cool. I have absolutely no problem with Scarf here. There's no problem at all whatsoever, because they're going to have to switch. The only way your Breloom outspeeds my Infernape here is if it's Scarfed. And yeah, Infernape's probably the best Pokemon to put to sleep since you have all these weaknesses, but I'm eventually just going to wake up, bro. You're going to have to switch now, and I'll stay in with the Infernape for the next couple turns, probably. Hopefully I don't get 3 turns sleep. I'd love to wake up here and get my rocks up. I don't care if they want to go to Gliscor. I feel that them showing that early, it's not the look. So let's see it. Can we wake up? Never lucky. How badly do I want these rocks? I think I'm just going to go for a Fire Punch. Right, am I wrong? Or should I just hard switch? I'd love to bounce back these rocks. I'm going to try and get the U-turn. This is so greedy. Can we wake up? Wake up! Are you fucking real? Oh, that's so bad, because then Zen Headbutt hurts and rocks hurts. That's bad. At least we know that we wake up now, though. And at this point, we're pinned by so many things. I'm just going to go for my rocks. Actually, we have Blaze. We can just get the KO here. So 3 turns sleep. Never, ever lucky. Hopefully it's KOs. Awesome. That's great. That's absolutely wonderful here. So at least taking out the Jirachi and not letting it get your rocks up is huge. But yeah, 3 turns sleep hurts. But right now we do have Blaze proc. So Scizor is a good bring in here. Dragonite's a good bring in here. Breloom works. I'm just going to hard switch right to Espeon and start setting up. Jirachi was one of the huge checks to Espeon. So it's we're kind of just not upset about this. Let's see. We could also go into our Breloom. What are they going to do if we go to our Breloom? Their Breloom, we're not afraid of them at all. I'm actually just going to go to our Breloom. Yeah, there's nothing we have to worry about here. If they're Mach Punching, that's not doing enough, I don't think. And we'll see. We will see. Breloom versus Breloom. Alright, sorry, they're Scarfed Mach Punch right now, which is totally fine. I don't think there's a big problem here. They can stay in if they want. We just trade Mach Punches? What are we really afraid of here? We don't need a Spore in case they're switching. I'm gonna Mach Punch. I think we can actually outvalue them. Yeah, they're switching. Cool. Dragonite, Scizor, cool. Works for me. All right, so we need to stay in and probably go for a Spore here. I want to see if it's lefties. Awesome, there's lefties. Yeah, we're gonna go for a Spore. So there's no Lum. And we're getting our ticks up. Poison heals up. Probably could have Spore. Probably could have subbed before, but I'm just gonna go for a Spore here. Yeah, I don't care if they want to BP. It shouldn't kill me unless like, no, it shouldn't KO. I was gonna say they have to be banded, but we already saw the leftovers. So it's good. So they have to be asleep here. This next couple turns, they have to be asleep since they already used their first turn sleep. So I can just totally switch out of something and get a setup going. Do I want to switch to Inferno? I want my rocks up, but I know that I'll just like make the Gliscor come in. I'm gonna go to Blissey. I think Blissey's a good bring-in because we can always switch to so many different things in front of. We can always switch back to our Breloom now anytime they send out their Breloom. And if they want to switch in anything, I'm gonna go for the Flamethrower. So let's see it. Let's see how much damage Blissey actually does to us. So we don't know how bulky they are. They're pretty offensive. They have, I would say, that's probably full HP, full attack. I'm guessing just because it did a lot with that Bullet Punch. So let's just see though. Flamethrower. Oh, staying in. Staying in. Fire attacks from Blissey from downtown. Please go away. Please get yeeted. Damn, never lucky. All right, so they're probably going to wake up this turn and U-turn out. And I wouldn't be surprised to see them come in with Gliscor. Not going to come in with Magnezone. Not going to come with Breloom. Not going to come in with Dragonite because you don't want to break your multiscale. But, like, we'll see. I don't care. It'd be cool if they... I was going to say, it'd be really cool if they didn't wake up. Like, if we got a 3-turn sleep, that'd be cool. But it's not the end of the world. You have so many fire weaknesses. This is just the right play. And if you come with the Dragonite, I can probably soak the Outrage. And I'd love to take out that Gliscor too. That'd be really, really cool. So I think we're in an amazing spot here. Breloom, really? Go for it. Yeah, look at this damage. That Scissor's way too low now. This could also even burn. Serene Grace, Serene Waste. What we got? Never lucky. All right, so we have to switch Blissey out though. I would not be surprised to see the Spore here. So in this actual case scenario, I'm switching in my Espeon just because now we actually are starting to get a significant advantage. We want to be able to block back that Spore. Not that we can put it to sleep, but just so we can basically just ignore it, you know? And let's see, there's a Spore block. So they're going to have to switch. They have to switch to something here. So we could take this turn to Psychic on their switch and two-shot the Gliscor. I think I'm actually just going to go for the raw Psychic just because I want to stick damage on whatever we come in with. Like, I want to be able to... if they bring a Magnezone, I'll switch to Garchomp, right? And if they bring in Dragonite, I want to be able to pin that. If they bring in the Scizor, I want the KO. So I'm just going to go for a raw Psychic instead of Calm Minding because probably whatever they bring out, I'm probably just going to switch out. Gliscor. Awesome. This is a two-shot on Gliscor. It should be a two-shot on Gliscor because we're Life Orb. So it should be really, really good to see. Even a heavy HP Spadef Gliscor doesn't want to deal with a, you know, a 130 based stab. You see that Life Orb value right there? And remember, with the way Toxic Orb works, you don't get the recovery the first turn you activate your Toxic Orb. So right now, like if I would have Calm Minded there, he would have been out of range forever. But now he has to Protect, if he even has Protect, which he shouldn't. Yeah, you see it's perfectly EV trained to be able to basically two-shot that Gliscor with the addition of Stab Life Orb. Now that that thing's gone, I can definitely set my rocks by Infernape if I want. So like, what do you have to send out here? It has to be something like Dragonite, I would say. Right? It has to be something like Dragonite. And you have to just like start going to town. Oh, Magnezone. That works. We just go to Garchomp. Go to Garchomp. Probably pop the sub, maybe? Yeah, I think either way Garchomp's the right play. And we want to try and use Garchomp to break Dragonite's multiscale or something, maybe? So maybe I'll sub in front of this guy. I want to see if they use Flash Cannon or Thunderbolt. We're going to see. Might be Volt Switch, but I doubt it. Thunderbolt block. Cool. We could just go for the EQ here. I think I'm going to sub once. I mean, I'm assuming it's not sturdy. I'm assuming that it's like Metal Pool. Swords Dance is good if I expect them to switch in Dragonite. Sub is good if I expect Breloom ever. I'm going to sub once to see if they have Flash Cannon. Awesome. This is really, really good if they want to switch in Breloom here. Scizor. That works too? Yeah, I don't care about your Scizor. You might not even break my sub with a Bullet Punch. It's totally possible. We have some bulk on this Garchomp set. And we're putting our leftovers to good use right now. So EQ could have just KO'd the Scizor. Either way, we would have just... Either way, we're fine. And And we're just going to go for an Earthquake here. And then they're probably going to come with their Bellum. And then we'll just switch back to our Espeon. We're not really losing anything by going all the way around this. Oh, they're just staying in. They're dead. We just keep our sub now. You needed to bullet punch me, bro. You needed to bullet punch me. So let's see. If you send out Dragonite here, I should win because I Dragon Claw, you'd multi-scale, so I won't KO. You can break my sub, and then I Dragon Claw again. So if you Dragon Dance, I get to keep my sub. So Dragonite's a net loss. Breloom, the Rage Quit. Yeah, that was my full point. I was like, Dragonite's a net loss. Scissor's down. Breloom can't break my sub. Magnezone can't hit me. We do be taking those. We do be taking those all the way to the bank. Oh my goodness. Don't you just love it when the communication was interrupted? Let's go another game though and use a little bit more Espeon. So this guy's team's actually really strong. I really respect the Metagross. I'd really like to get Metagross off the board so then I can start using Espeon. Espeon, like we already saw, can do great damage versus Gliscor if they try and switch in on us. We're pretty good against Rotom. We speed tie Latios and have a super effective move against it. Weavile's a little bit of a problem. Weavile can always beat our Espeon, so if we can get off Weavile and Metagross, it's going to be a lot easier to use Espeon. I think I'm actually just going to lead with Espeon. No, I'm going to lead Infernape. No, see, like, I don't know. I want to lead Infernape because I'd like to get my rocks up to force the Gliscor to come in and then so we can pin it. So I'm going to lead Infernape, right? Do I want to lead Infernape? That's such a weird looking lead. We have such little time too. If I were to lead Espeon and they were to lead Weavile, I'd switch in my Gyarados. Then they'd bring in their Rotom, I'd bring my Garchomp, right? I guess the Espeon's a fine lead. I really don't want to get Roxed. And they shouldn't try to just Rocks in front of Espeon. So maybe if they're leading Metagross and it's Stealth Rocks Metagross, like we'll just have to live with that. They won't Stealth Rocks in front of a Magic Bounce Espeon, hopefully. And if they do, they're probably bad. And if they're that bad, we'll probably just be able to win. So there's a Regirock. So they should not be Stealth Rocksing me. They should totally just not be doing that. And we should be able to two-shot the Regirock. And if they want to stand and just attack me, I'll actually take just like chunking this Regirock with a Psychic for like my Espeon's life. That's absolutely fine. And if they want to hard switch in the Weavile, we switch in Gyarados. So we already talked about that. So just stay in. That works. You better not be trying to Stealth Rocks, bro. I'm trying to help you out here. It's a lot of damage. And let's see, it's Earthquake or Rock Slide? Stone Edge maybe? Curse. Okay. That's fine. So if it's Curse, it might still have... Let's see if there's lefties here. Or if there's no lefties, it's going to be Chesto. There's lefties. All right, cool. So it's Curse, probably... Earthquake's still really common. Stone Edge is common, but the last move, it could be Rocks, or it could be like a sort of fighting attack. I'm just going to stay in. I actually just think like this is good damage, and I'll stick this. I just don't want you to Rocks me. And you could totally switch in that Weavile. We already talked about what happens when you switch in Weavile here. We switch in Gyarados, you go for a Night Slash, we intimidate you, we have leftovers, we outvalue you. And then we can think about Dragon Dancing, or we can just go right into our Garchomp. So we switch in here. Neutral damage. And they should be going for a Night Slash. I'd like to come in with my Breloom here. Mach Punch. If I was the Technician Breloom, I'd think about it. But we're in an okay spot right here. The Intimidate's going to be really, really big. And then this is probably going to force them to come in with their Rotom. And so we could switch in Garchomp in that situation if we wanted to. Throat Chop. Same thing as Night Slash. Ooh, you Orbed? Are you Orbed? That shouldn't do that much to Intimidate, by the way. So they might be banded. They're banded. Okay. That's fine. You could switch in your Rotom here, and then I'll switch in Garchomp from there. I'm just going to go for the Waterfall. I'd like to chunk the Rotom to see if the Rotom is Scarfed. So far, they've shown Banded Weavile, though. And so that means I can just Bullet Punch that whenever I feel like it. But I want to see lefties here. I want to see lefties. That's very aggressive. So no lefties. Oh, it's a crit. Okay. I'm like, that shouldn't do that much. But let's see. So we have lefties, and they don't. So they're choiced, which means we want to go into Blissey to wall this. So you can Volt Switch and do your worst, come in with whatever you feel like. It's probably going to be Weavile then. And then maybe we'll switch back in our Gyarados and try the same type of thing. But you see how much we're actually, like, I talked about it. We talked about them Volt Switching. We can see just how important it is to scout your opponent's items correctly. So we know there's some sort of choice Rotom. We don't know if it's Scarf or Specs yet. Maybe I'll see how much damage it did to Blissey to be able to tell. The Weavile has to be choice banded. It just doesn't do that much damage after Intimidate. Weavile came in just like we said. I wouldn't be surprised to see Weavile go for the same Dark type attack. It could go for an Ice type attack. That looks to be Scarf Rotom. See, I don't want to switch my Breloom and just lose it. But I also don't think I care about Banded Weavile. I also don't need this Gyarados for, like, anything. Like, I'm going to switch my Gyarados in and just do the same type of thing. But then we will probably lose the Gyarados. But then if they're an Ice type attack, I mean, Infernape's a good switching against both of those. And we can get our Rocks up. But then that would threaten... see, this is such a... I think we can do stuff. I think Infernape is a good switch in, but they're banded. It's such a big band, too. I'm going to stay in here and just Flamethrower. I think if I get this thing off the board, I think I can eat the damage. I think I can, even if it's a Brick Break, I think I can eat it. Icicle Crash. I'm happy I didn't switch my Breloom. This shouldn't KO, but it can flinch. Don't flinch me, though. Don't do it. Are you freaking kidding me? Oh, I made the right play and everything. That was the right play. I have to try one more time. Hopefully it doesn't kill me. If I can get this Weave off the board, there's not that much that stops me from using Garchomp correctly. You could miss too, bro. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. It's alright. We just gotta bring in Infernape and try and be a bully with Stealth Rocks. One flinch to rule them all. The game would have been over right there. We would have just won if we got that Weave off the board. So we're gonna Rocks here. This will force them to come in with Gliscor. They might just switch in Gliscor here anyways, then we'll just U-turn out into Espeon probably. And then Espeon, we already talked about the pin that it sets up. Stealth Rocks are fine here. So the Latios is a good switch in there. We're out of we don't have Blissey anymore, so it's like really, really bad. They can go for Dragon attacks and Psychic attacks here, and they do outspeed us by 2 base speed. So Espeon's okay. This is just getting really out of hand now. This is getting really out of hand. The fact that we lost our Blissey there, but the one flinch really, really ruined it for us. We'll see. Draco. That's actually good for us. The fact that they're getting that stat drop there might actually help us out. They might not even kill us unless they're Spexed as well. I wouldn't be surprised to see Specs or Orb. So let's see. They got their stat drops. They flinched us. I guess we should try to flinch them back. Because, like, if we go into this Gyarados, we can try and flinch that Rotom with one Waterfall and win the game off of it. We might have to flinch the Latios at some point too, but like I'm gonna go for it. Rotom's gonna have to take Rocks damage. I'm just gonna D-Dance, and this will make us faster than all the Latios if it comes back in, unless it's Scarf Latios, which like if it is, we just lose. So we have to flinch this Rotom here, unless it's like Citrus Rotom, which I highly doubt. Yeah, so like I'm gonna try and flinch the Rotom. I'm gonna try it. I think it's our one shot, because this lets us outspeed Weavile as well. So like we're playing to the only outs that we realistically have. At the very least, we can come in with Breloom and repin. But it'd be cool to get the KO here. So let's go. Oh, they're Scarfed. All right, cool. Oh, then now we just lost. I mean, that's just literally it then. Scarf Rotom, Specs Latios, Banded Weavile. It's all because they got the flinch. It's literally all because they got the flinch. Is there any way we come back and win here? Any way at all that we come back and win? Breloom is okay. Gliscor, huh? So they're going to try and defog. They have so much advantage right now. The only thing we can do is just Garchomp. And they have to miss a Draco, I think. Or an Icicle Crash. I think that's our only outs, really. They're going to defog. We know it. They'll defog eventually. They might, like, Roost or something. Not Roost. They might Earthquake to stop sub. That's why we're just doing this right now. Defog's there. Yeah, what was our evasiveness? Doesn't really matter. Defog would have still worked even if we subbed. So I guess now they can't miss those moves. God, this is just an unwinnable matchup for me, isn't it? Just go. Maybe they'll switch. Damn. Yeah, I don't think we got this one. I just don't see a way that we got out of this. It is the flinch on the Blissey that lost us the game. Because we could check everything but the Weavile, I think. Well, I mean, we could Mach Punch the Weavile, we could Mach Punch the Rotom. I'm not giving up yet. But we're in a really, really bad spot. And Infernape is okay. Infernape can do really, really good if we get the Latios off the board. So it's like, we're still trying. We still have shots, but this is definitely like a losing situation for me. I'm going to have to switch to Breloom probably right now. Unless I just want to fodder Garchomp. Do I need Garchomp for like anything else at all? I don't think that I do. Regirock can go down to Infernape, and Rotom can go down to Infernape. Latios doesn't go down to Infernape, and we can U-turn against it and crit. Metagross going down to Infernape. Might have to watch out for our Bullet Punch. Yeah, we have to just do it like this. What a weird game. You have to fodder here though. Ice Shard, that might not kill. Another Banded, I'm dead. Yeah. Okay, so they're gonna ban. That means I can't go Breloom, which means I have to go Infernape in this situation. Which means we should still try and put up our rocks. And then they'll switch to their Latios, and then we'll just lose. If they just hard switch on Latios, we lose. So that means we have to U-turn here. So we have to crit this Latios on the switch. Alright, we have to crit this Latios on the switch like right now. Right now. Rotom, that's fine. Go away. Go away! That puts Rotom within range for Breloom to like KO with Mach Punch. Do I care? Is it better to sub here? I think it is. It's better to sub than Spore here too. I'm gonna sub. Because if you bring in the Latios, you have to spend the time breaking it. Wisp. Whoa, there's Scarf Wisp! You're Scarf Wisp! That's actually crazy. Okay. This is how we come back. We can check that Weavile. It has to lock itself into Ice Shard, and then we just Spore it, you know? So we just break this. We Spore the Latios. Infernape stalls a Sash and can like low-key check things like Metagross if we high roll. So they're gonna save that. That's crazy. Regirock coming in. That's good. I don't need to Spore this thing, I don't think. I don't think I need to Spore it. What are you gonna do with this guy? They're switching this thing hoping that I Spore. That's what they're doing. So they're gonna try and break my sub, but I don't know if it has Curse, right? This thing is a Curse Mon. I'm just gonna put my Leech Seed up. If I have to Spore it, I'll Spore it, you know? But I don't want to have to Spore it. Because I don't want them to switch out and then I won't be able to Spore anything. So I can still probably end this with a sub. Because then I'll soak some damage, sub maybe next turn or something, especially if they're gonna Curse. Stone Edge, that might not even break my sub. It's resisted. Damn. I'm gonna sub again though. I don't want to have to Spore. Because then they'll just switch away from it. Like, I'm gonna restore more health than a sub, so eventually they're gonna miss. And if that's their only way to break me, we're in a great spot. I just hope I don't lose the time. I think that I might lose the time in this game if they want to time me. Yeah, they were switching as a free sub. So again, we already saw with like Weavile, we're in a good spot here. I wish I still had my Rocks up, man. So free sub up here. We're gonna have to Spore this thing. We're gonna have to Spore it, and if they're smart, they'll switch to that Regirock, and then they'll switch back to the Latios. And I'm not gonna break the Sleep Claws. So, are you staying in, bro? They are. Wow. Okay. So this guy's gonna get put to sleep, and it hasn't even started its sleep turns. Should I actually just try and grind this out with Breloom? Is that smarter? Because we can beat all this guy's Pokemon on the back if he wants to play badly. We will win with Breloom, but it will take a lot of time. I think I'm just gonna sub, just in case they want to switch to Weavile. I don't want to get pinned. You want to sub first, I think. It's safer to sub first in case they switch to Weavile. So that works. It's gonna have a Zen Headbutt, I'm sure. So we're gonna Leech Seed, and we can just sub out a Metagross because we restore more health with the Toxic Heal plus sub than we do with like then we take some substituting. So hopefully we hit. Let's go. Let's see what moves it even has. I want to see if they're gonna Rocks or something. Meteor Mash, that can miss too. And I want to see if they take Life Orb damage. I think I'm gonna switch in my. They are Life Orb. See, I told you. Like, it's almost like I can tell. It's almost like I can tell. against like good players with good teams. I think that's a really good tech for Metagross. So we can just sub here, and we basically they're just gonna kill themselves, and eventually they might miss. They can try Bullet Punch. Doesn't really get him anything. Yeah. Ow. Hit. Hit. It's fine. That was a good play from them. I think what we're going to do is we're probably going to Mach Punch here. And then go for like a Mach Punch again or something. I still actually think we can win. I really do think we can still win this. Yeah, it's not that much. I wish I was still Tech. I like Technician, to be honest. Meteor Mash could have missed. That's so greedy. Oh yeah, look how much health I get back. It's a lot. So you have a Regirock that's low. You have a Weavile that's still at full, a Latios that's asleep, a Rotom that's low. If this game doesn't go to time, I think I'm fine. I'm going to try and get my sub. I'm going to try and end this with a sub, because next turn they'll take out from Leech Seed Life Orb. So hopefully I don't die. Hopefully they don't crit me with a Bullet Punch. Meteor Mash is probably the better play. Yeah, Meteor Mash would have been better, because it would have went after my sub and broke it. 40. We should be able to be getting the sub. Oh my goodness, bro. The truth is out here right now. Wow, look at this. Look at this. Oh my goodness, we are coming back. Snapping back to reality. Please send out Rotom. The closer we can like even up the score, the better. And it will give me more turns to like Toxic Heal back up. So I'd love to see Rotom here. Weavile would probably lock itself into Ice Shard. Regirock, okay. That's a good play to Regirock, I think. Regirock's solid. And we're just gonna have to Leech Seed it, and we can always, like I said, if we hit the Leech Seed, we restore more than it cost a sub. Awesome. And again, they have to hit Stone Edge if they're using Stone Edge. Okay. Stone Edge can miss. That's what I'm talking about. When you keep that sub. Leftovers are gonna make this take a little bit longer. I still think we're in a good spot. They do not want to send out Breloom. I don't think that we KO Weavile with Mach Punch. We'd have to use 2 Mach Punches. Which might mean it's better off to Leech Seed, soak some damage, and switch to Infernape. It's hard to say, really, but we're going to Mach Punch here. Oh, they're switching. Okay, whoever switches in takes big damage. Latios is the only one that doesn't. And like we can just Leech Seed the Latios and we'll be fine. If we can get Latios to like 60%, that'd be amazing because that would be within range for Infernape. And Latios hasn't even started its sleep turns, and we're almost back at full. So Breloom's like really, really good right now. Again, I think the only way we lose this game is getting timed. So you have to be asleep this turn. Cool. That works for me. No! No! That's also how we lose. Ah, Leech Seed, this hurts so bad. Yeah, if you awake, if they woke up this turn, if I miss this Leech Seed, we'll lose because they wake up next turn. Awesome. So what we do in this situation is we just Spore again, because they're going to wake up, and we want to re-Spore. And if they switched out into something else and made me activate Sleep Claws, well, that'd be really weird, and I wouldn't know what to do from that situation, because normally what you would do is you would just use Spore until the Pokemon that you secondary put to sleep woke up, but we don't really have the time to do that because we're on a 20-minute timer, but you just really would just re-Spore this Latios. Awesome. So it's going to wake up, it's going to Psychic, it's gonna break our sub. We're gonna re-Spore. We're gonna resub. I'm gonna be in a good spot. All right. So re-Spore. Spore Galore. So you should probably be thinking about switching soon. Battle end in 3 minutes. So you have Latios, Regirock, Weavile, and Rotom, and I have 2 Mons. Ugh. I'm probably gonna get timed. And you know what? I think I've played a good game. I think I've played about the best that I could. I do not mind getting timed by this person, considering I think with how they're playing it now, they don't realize they need to let something that's not Latios go to sleep. And then, like, they need to not have their Latios asleep and just use Psychic, because, like, that would be me breaking the sleep clause, which I won't do. They shouldn't have foddered their Metagross. They shouldn't have foddered their Regirock as much as they have been. Like, the fact that they're staying in, that's, like, what I want to see. So they had to be asleep that turn. And let's see, how much health do I actually get back from this? It's better for me to just go for like a re-Spore every single time. So like I'll be sporing here because if they wake up and break my sub, well then I spore, which means I get another free sub. So that's how this should be working. And again, if they were to switch into like Weavile or something, which like they shouldn't be doing, like it is what it is. Like if we were playing on Showdown, it would fail, but they might be switching. They might, but the right play still is spore for me here because it would be resporing a Latios that would be waking up this turn. But who knows? I think they're just gonna time me, which I'll take the loss on time. Yep. And it's not, you don't want to re-sub until you re-put them back to sleep. So Latios is probably gonna wake up this turn. But let's see. They're taking a little bit longer. I mean, what else would they be doing, you know? They took 40 seconds last turn to click Psychic from within a sleep Latios. Wow, 3 turns sleep. Wow. I could have just been Mach Punching. But no, I think that what I'm doing here is the right play. We're going to Spore here. Actually, we want to sub here, and then we'll Mach Punch. Withdraw. Awesome. That works for me. They're just trying to stall for time now. So it's in this type of situation to where, like, you know, you've seen me time people before too. They're trying to make me break the sleep clause. I'm not going to do it. You would like, a sub there's better than re-breaking the sleep clause. But this is one of those things where you've seen me go for the, I don't know why they're switching so much. I think it's so weird. It's whatever. I don't need to really do anything here. Leech Seed here. How do I word this though? I know for a fact I'd win this game. So if we were to play this game like 10 times back to back to back to back to back, I'd win. And it wouldn't really be like that bad of a loss. Like they don't understand that they needed to save their Latios. That's what they just don't understand. They don't understand they need to save it. But we're going to lose this one on time. And it is what it is. I have absolutely no doubt that I'd be able to win if we played again. Just because I know other items now. So I'll see if they want to play again. But it is what it is. Scarf Rotom, Banned Weavile, Toxic Gliscor, Leftovers Regirock. It looks like it's some sort of choice Latios, and we don't know if it's specs. I'm assuming it's specs based off how much damage it had. But let's see if they want to battle again. And we'll see how this one's going to work out. But yeah, we would definitely have won that game. They didn't understand that they needed to put Regirock or Metagross to sleep. Oh, they don't want to play again. So that, you know what? That means that, like, for example, like, that kind of just means that they know that they couldn't beat us again too. I think it's another thing is people like, oh man, he lost. And it's like, did I though? Like, I got in a position where I had guaranteed win in the next like probably 4 turns, and my opponent doesn't want a rematch. I'm pretty sure that means that I won, considering the fact that like we lost all our mons early. Like we basically just came like really back from behind and still put up a really good game. So I have absolutely no problem losing that game. If we were to play the next 10 games, we'd win all of them because we know all their items. Their team's like super one-dimensional. Remember, they also got that big flinch on our Blissey. So it is what it is. They can have that win. They win the battle, but I'll say I win the war just because they, again, refused to battle us. And, you know, they refused to battle us, and they couldn't ever break our sub. So I'll take those. We do be taking those, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to let me know the answer to the question of the day. Do you guys like the haircut? Do you guys like the glasses? No glasses? Let me know. And other than that, peace out, and I'll see you guys next time.